Have you ever gotten tripped up by what seems like the small stuff in French? You know, the days, the months, the seasons. They look simple, right? But the rules around them can be surprisingly complicated. Well, in this masterclass, we're going to break all of that down so you can start using them with total confidence and sound that much more like a native speaker. And hey, just so you know, this session is brought to you by a French Rendez-Vous Inc. We're Canada's leading second language school, and our whole mission is to help you not just learn French, but to really, truly master it. So, have you ever found yourself asking this very question? Trust me, you are not alone. It's a super common frustration for learners. You feel like you know the words, but then the grammar, things like capitalization, prepositions, articles, it all feels so tricky. Today, we're going to demystify all of it. Okay, let's dive right in. All right, first things first, we've got to start with the basics. We're going to build a really strong foundation with the essential vocabulary. And then, once we have that locked in, we'll get into the rules that make it all click. Let's kick things off with the days of the week. Just take a second and look at these words on the screen. We've got lundi all the way to dimanche. Now, do you notice anything interesting about them, especially how they're written? Keep that in the back of your mind, because we're going to come back to it in just a moment. And here are the 12 months, from janvier to décembre. Now, what's really important on this side is the pronunciation of August. Août. That's right. And finally, the 4 seasons. Go ahead and take them in. See those little words in front of them, le and la? Yeah, those are not just there for decoration. They are a massive clue to the grammar rules that we're about to tackle next. All right, now that we've got the vocabulary locked in, let's get into the rules. And we're going to do this step by step. We'll start with the simplest rule and build up to the more nuanced ones. That way, the logic is crystal clear and the knowledge is really going to stick. So here it is, our first huge rule. In French, you do not capitalize days, months, or seasons unless they are at the very, very beginning of a sentence. It's a really key difference from English. French writing tends to be much more reserved with capitalization. Remembering this one little thing will instantly make your writing look more professional. Now, what about the seasons? How do you say in the spring or in the summer? Well, it follows a really simple and memorable pattern. For spring, it's always au printemps. For the other 3, summer, autumn, and winter, you just use en. So en été, en automne, en hiver. See? Super easy. 1 exception and 3 that follow the exact same pattern. Okay, let's move on to the months. To say in a month, you've basically got 2 options. The most common, everyday way is to use en plus the month, like en février. But if you want to sound more formal or you really want to add some emphasis, you can say au mois de, as in au mois de février. It's all about the context. Okay, this next one is absolutely critical. It's one of those details that really separates intermediate speakers from advanced ones. It's all about the article le. If you just say lundi, you're talking about one specific Monday. The meeting is on Monday. But if you say le lundi, you're talking about a recurring habit. The counter is closed on Mondays. See that? That tiny little word completely changes the meaning. So theory is great, but let's see how this all plays out in the real world. We're going to look at some examples pulled directly from a professional context, in this case, public administration, to really see these rules in action. Here's a perfect example. The budget report will be published in March. It's clear, it's direct, and it uses that simple en mois structure that we just talked about. This is totally standard for official communication. Now have a look at this one. The consultation begins in the month of September. By using au mois de septembre, the sentence adds this little touch of formality and emphasis. It signals a specific, important time frame, which is something you see all the time in administrative language. And here we go again, our habitual action rule. The counter is closed on Mondays. This isn't about one specific Monday coming up. It's a permanent rule. The presence of le tells you this happens every single week. It's such a crucial piece of information, all conveyed by one tiny word. Okay, let's pull everything together and do a quick recap. Think of this table as your ultimate cheat sheet. Seriously, you might want to screenshot this. On the left, you've got the form. In the middle, what it does. And on the right, a real professional example. Whether it's en février for dating an event or le mardi for a habit, this is your go-to guide. So, you've just mastered the rules for days, months, and seasons in French. That is a huge step forward. But you might be asking, what's next on your journey to fluency? Well, at a French Rendezvous, we've built a complete learning ecosystem to help you get there. We're talking personalized courses with certified teachers, a 24/7 interactive platform packed with exercises, and all kinds of tools like flashcards and audio supports, all designed to fit your unique learning style. The big takeaway here: in French, the little details make a huge difference. If you're ready to master all those details and really take your French to the next level, come visit us at FrenchRendezvous.ca. We are here to help you reach your goals.
A French rendezvous.